Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to your reading today. Today, we're going to be doing a no contact reading. To everyone who's just arrived at the Priestess Sophia, welcome. So lovely to have you here. And for returning subscribers, I'm super happy to have you back. Thank you so much for your support and sharing your stories and your insights and your experiences. It's really beautiful to hear your journey. And I appreciate the energy exchange. And the more you share your stories, the more you like, the more you subscribe, the more you contribute your energy to the channel, enabling me to better read the messages that need to come through when I do a reading. Now, please do remember these are general readings, so take what resonates. Do also remember here at the Priestess Sophia, the highest guidance is the focus, and the highest guidance is your intuition. So that is your connection to your soul and to your higher power. So while you are watching these readings, do pay attention to your body. Are you being triggered? If you're being triggered, there's often an underlying issue or fear that you may have, and I'd suggest you approach that with love and ask yourself what that is about. If something doesn't resonate and it doesn't sit right with you, there is no reason for you to take it on. If something feels right and it does resonate, then listen to that too. The more you can tap into your body and take a observational perspective on these readings, the more you tap into your own intuition. Remember, I am here to help you feel into yourself and practice your highest discernment. I do offer personal readings, so if you're interested in that, do check out the description box. And if you haven't yet, do remember to like and subscribe. So before I jump into the pile picking, I just want to clarify what we're going to do in this reading. We're going to be looking at the energy of your situation, and we're going to be looking at why hasn't your person contacted you? What's up? What's going on? Is there someone else they're more interested in? Are they scared? Have you had a fight and they're like reconsidering the situation? What is going on? We're going to be looking at that. And then we're going to be looking at advice for you. Should you reach out? Should you just let this go? What should you do? Remember, take what resonates and let me know in the comment section how it resonates. Alrighty, let's go into the pile picking. So pile one, beautiful beings, is this lovely card here, and it is called Gathering Around. Do take a moment to just look at the card. How does it resonate with you? Do you feel drawn to it? That's pile one. Then we've got pile two, which is called the Net Caster. Have a look at this card. Let me know. Does it resonate for you? Good. And then pile three is this card over here, which is this fiery heart, beloved. Do have a look at it. Does it resonate? Is it drawing you? Now, beautiful beings, what I'd suggest is take a deep breath in and a slow exhale, becoming present with your body, becoming present with yourself, and then just ask, which pile jumps out at me? You should have one in mind now, and then go with that. And I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hello, pile one. Welcome. This is your reading if you chose this card, which is Gathering Around, the power of community. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Very excited to have you here. Here we're about practicing your own intuition and aligning with your highest guidance by listening to your body and what feels right for you. So if that is a mission you can support and something that resonates for you, do like and subscribe. And when you also do that, it helps create a good energy exchange where I can tap into your energy better and do these pick a card readings. So Alrighty, so we're going to look at this card first, just as the energy of your situation and your connection with this person. And then we're going to look at this one oracle card and 2 tarot cards as advice at the end. So, and we're going to look at your tarot in between all of that. But what I see when I look at this card is that this person is someone that you might have met through a group of friends, or is a friend of yours. This may have been someone that you actually maybe went to school with, someone that you may have worked with. It could be someone that started as a friend and then became a little bit more than that. It could be someone that is actually very much still a friend. It could be someone that's associated with a family, or some sort of hiking group or church group, or I'm even feeling with some of you very strongly some entrepreneurial group. So this person, you met them in some community kind of setting, and there is a very strong community affiliation with this person. And that's what's going on there. This, for some of you, and this is a little bit more specific, may be someone that you built a community with. So in other words, it could be a family. So it could be a family member or an ex-partner that you are inquiring about. So take it how it resonates, but that's exactly the sense that I'm getting here. I also do feel that this person that you have connected with and you're inquiring about, you either have a very strong heart connection with this person, because we see a lot of green in this card, and we've got these little fairies and flowers, but I also feel that the sort of heart connection that you may actually have with this person, because you see these mushrooms coming out here, it's quite, I almost want to say, an ancestral kind of attraction. It feels or like an older attraction or a past life connection. There is this feeling of a past connection that comes through very strongly when I look at this card. And that past connection could also be someone that reminds you of something in the past. It could even be a new person that comes with memories that of the past, or triggers memories of the past for you. I also feel that this connection may have inspired some sort of feelings that were very unexpected. Maybe you thought that there was just going to be some sort of fun experience, and I see that with the butterflies and the fairies, but then something else came out of it, where maybe you felt a little bit of something, and maybe even expected things to go in a particular direction, and now I feel like you may be on this pick a card reading because you're wondering, hey, did what I feel was that not true? Yeah, what else do we have? I do feel that a lot of sparks also flew off, and there were lots of sparks in the connection between the two of you. I think it was really playful. I think it was really fun. And I think the last time that you actually may have been with this person may have been very fun. That doesn't have to resonate for everyone, but I do feel strongly with this pile. There was definitely a lot of fun shared with this person, a lot of playful kind of energy too. Or you may have had a lot of kids around you or around your energy right now. Yes, please do let me know in the comment section how that resonates. Alrighty, so I'm going to look at your tarot cards now. We're going to ask Infinite Great Spirit to give us the highest guidance for pile 1 around the person that they're inquiring about, who they're in no contact with. We saw some cards flip over, but we're not going to take those just yet. Please give me the clearest guidance, the highest guidance for pile 1. So the first thing we're going to look at is your person. Okay, so this is your person's energy. Wow, we've got the Ace of Wands. This is your energy. This is your person's perspective of the situation, and this is your perspective of the situation. So I'm definitely seeing that your person is attracted to you. Your person wants to move forward with excited energy towards you. And this is where they're at right now, and in relation to this connection. Or the flip side of this could also be that this has ended, and this person actually is looking for a new beginning, whether that is with you or with someone else or just a new beginning energy in general. This person is in a new space, in a space where they're excited, in a space where they want to move forward, in a space where they're feeling like they want to take action and they want to take fast action. They also, very likely for very many of you, is I'm hearing, because we had like lots of sparks going off here, this person finds you very sexually attractive, and you may have actually first met this person kind of like in a one-night stand kind of setup. That doesn't have to apply for everybody, but I am sensing that that is there. All right. Okay, so this is your energy. Okay, so you're in the 10 of Cups. So we're talking a lot about, so for you, you may be around family quite a bit right now. Maybe if this is the situation where this is a family member that you're inquiring about, as in an ex-partner or someone, as in an ex-partner, maybe you're the one with the kids and looking after the kids. But I do feel that your energy is actually quite fulfilled at this moment. I don't feel as though you are in a space of loss around this person. As I'm sitting here and connecting with your energy, I actually feel that you're very, very empowered, and you're surrounded, like this card even talks about here. It talks about the power of community, and it talks about your friends and family being around you. You are definitely surrounded by a lot of love. And I feel what's very strongly coming through and very important, which can also be guidance coming from this card and this card, is for you to remember that if you're getting pulled into the dynamic of, why hasn't this person contacted me? Why aren't they talking to me? We had such a nice time, they're not replying. Or like, hey, like the last time we saw each other, it was pretty great. Why aren't you talking to me? Remember that there's a lot of love around you, and it's showing itself in your family, in your friends, in new things that that you've started, in projects that you may have started, that is really creating fulfillment for you. So you can trust that as well. Pile 1. Alrighty, let's see your perspective of the situation. Okay, so we have 3 of Wands in reversed. So is this upright or reversed? Okay, I'm hearing reversed. So 3 of Wands usually talks about long-term plans, looking to the future, and actually really having a lot of empowerment and authority over what's going to happen in the future, and you looking at what it is that you really want to create for yourself. But what I am feeling when I'm looking at this card, I'm just going to flip it here, is that your perspective of this is that this person may have turned their back on you. I think that you may have had plans about like how and when and what was going to happen between the two of you, and maybe you extrapolated a little bit on it, and there's no judgment, there's absolutely nothing wrong, but I feel that you had expectations, and those expectations didn't come into fruition. In fact, you're feeling like this person has kind of been a little bit like kind of gone cold. Maybe this person blows hot and cold as well, and he or she has not really met your expectations. That is your perspective of it. So your perspective on this situation is like, hey, we had plans. I thought there were things that was going to happen, but you've just kind of like gone against that and like turned your back on me, and I'm not hearing from you. I feel like I want to go like, have you forgotten me? Like, what was the deal? Okay. Wow. But your person's perspective on the situation, isn't this so interesting, is 2 of Cups. So I'm really feeling like if we're looking at Ace of Wands here and we're looking at 2 of Cups, so if something ended, this person would want to start something new with you. And to be honest with you, that is such a small percentage of you that way I feel that it's ended. I feel like more this pile is, it's sort of a fresh, newer connection, or there's a newness to this connection that's coming. And this person wants to start something new with you. I think they're seeing eye to eye with you. I think they're seeing a good match with you. And I think they're thinking about the potential of a relationship with you. Their perspective on the situation is that they've met someone that they think is dope, that they think is cool, someone that they connect with, someone that they feel that they can share with, someone that they felt a closeness with as well. As much as there was a lot of physical attraction, there was some closeness to it. And at the very least, this person is thinking, this is someone I'd like to keep as a friend, at the very least. but Two of Cups is usually a lot of romance, right? So let's see what else is going on. Okay, so we've got two different perspectives here, pile one. So maybe the way you're seeing this isn't really what's happening. Let's see what else the cards say. Alrighty, let's look at what are your person's intentions? What are their intentions? What are their intentions right now regarding you? Okay, so we've got King of Swords. So what I'm feeling with this is this person wants to be very sure before they contact you. This person also does like to be in control. And wants to be in control of the communication is what I'm getting. This person wants to lead. So if you were the last one to text, I almost want to say don't text again. Listen to your boundaries and listen to your values and respect that. But what I feel is this person's intention is to communicate to you, but communicate in a very kind of, and I feel like this may have even been their texting style, where it's been kind of short, kind of abrupt. They haven't really been revealing much. They're keeping their communication exceptionally strategic, and that's what they're doing right now, and that's what they're going to continue to do. But for me, the fact that we've got swords here is I do feel that this person is definitely going to want to come through. We've got Ace of Wands, we've got Two of Cups. So the intention is definitely to communicate. But I do feel that they want to take the lead, and I do feel that they're not going to necessarily spill this out just right from the get-go. They do want to be very strategic in the communication. Let's see what else the tarot is saying about the intentions for pile one, this person. Okay, so we've got Two of Pentacles, upright or reverse, upright. All right, okay, so further to that, I don't think that they're 100% sure about how or what to say. And there could be a possibility that they're not sure how you feel. So their perspective is they've met someone great. But if you're giving the energy where they've maybe walked off, this is not to blame you. Listen to this objectively, please. It's more to just advise that, remember what kind of energy you're also putting into a situation is affecting you more than anyone else. And you just want to be mindful of what type of energy you are also sending to someone else. We're very powerful, energetic beings. So I also feel I do feel it's a strong masculine energy because of the King of Swords. But this person is trying to figure out what to say. So when's the right time to approach this person? How do I even say it? Like, I'm not even really 100% sure what it is that I want to say and what I necessarily kind of want in this space. Remember, I said they're thinking about the idea of the relationship, but I do think that there are there's another thing here that's in the way that is causing them to obviously not be in contact with you. And I think it's something that is a priority to them. I also feel for some of you, this person wants to keep things light-hearted, or there was someone in the connection, someone mentioned this about like just wanted fun, because we have this power of community and we have a lot of like this sort of fulfillment. I do feel that there was a lot of happy times around this, and I'm feeling that this person may even be dealing with a little bit of turbulence. So when we come back to their intentions, because that's not a message specifically in this context, it's something that they need to be clear about that's also a priority for them. I want to get a clarifier on this page on this Two of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so we've got another ace. So they've got to make a choice. They've got to really, really, really make a choice, and be really clear that they're in alignment with them, with what they want for themselves, and they want to come through to you with clarity and a clear offer. So remember what I said earlier about there may have been mention of fun in the connection. So I feel like someone might have said, oh, I don't really want a relationship, I just want to have fun, I don't want to take this too seriously. And I feel that if that may have come from you, or it may have even come from them, there may be a little bit of a do I even really just want to have fun? Is fun possibly going to lead to a relationship? Am I ready for that? Am I ready to start something new? So this person is trying to, the intentions are to be clear on what it is that they want, and they want to come through with a stable offer. So the intention is to communicate clearly what it is that they can offer and what they can give you. And I don't think that's a bad place to be in. For those of you just being advised where something has ended, I still do think this person would like to come through with honest communication about, even like if something went bad or went sour, I think they'd actually want to come and say to you, yo, this is what I can give you, and this is why I wasn't that way. But that's for a very small group of you, but I do have to say that. All right, so those are the intentions. So let's see why they haven't contacted you. That kind of answered also why they haven't contacted you, but let's see what else we're getting. Okay, so we've got heartache, so we've got 3 of Swords. What else? All right. Okay, and some anxiety there. So for some of you, what I'm seeing is, because we've got King of Swords here, this is very specific. This person may actually also be dealing with the loss of an influential masculine in their life. And that is actually really affecting how they show up. So I feel that this person, definitely they're going through a lot, and that they may have actually even been hiding that from you. So this could be the other thing that they're juggling, right? This other thing that's the priority, this other thing that's in the way. And I feel that there's some anxiety around their heart getting hurt. If the talk has been like, oh, we can't have I don't want a relationship, I just want to have fun, I think this person is afraid that their heart might get hurt. So if they're not showing up fully, that's definitely why. So that's one reason. The other thing, it could be that they're grieving some past relationship or the loss of this significant masculine in their life as well. And that's causing them a lot of anxiety. This person is definitely still going through a lot of pain and dark spaces relating to their pain at the moment. And if you have been feeling like maybe there's someone else involved, because this could be like they're juggling 2 options here, I would almost want to say, take this if it feels right to you, is that may actually not have been the reason. I feel that they've just been dealing with a lot of sorrow and hurt and anxiety, and their head is really busy and their heart is really busy, and I think they're quite afraid of revealing to you how it is that they really feel. And really feeling isn't necessarily about how they really feel about you, but just how they're feeling about life in general. I want to see what this 9 of Swords is about. What is it that they're super worried about? No, they're worried about their heart. Okay. So I almost feel that they're worried about what they can bring in the relationship and what they can bring to you and how they can lead in this space. Though they want to lead, because we've got the King of Swords over here, now we've got the Magician. I feel that they're concerned about how they're going to present themselves and their own sort of power and masculinity within the situation. And I feel that they actually might be feeling a little bit guilty of how they're presenting themselves to you. I feel like they feel that they may have to be kind of charming and show up in a very sort of strong way, but they're not necessarily there right now. And I don't know what caused that to be the case, but please do tell me in the comment section how that resonates, because that's why they haven't contacted you. This isn't personal. All right. So we do see that the intentions are to come forward, to work through whatever this turbulence is in their life, and to come with a solid offer. I want to see if I can get like a sort of kind of time just by looking at a card. I don't usually do time frames, but I want to see. So we've got Page of Wands. Okay, so that's lovely, because that's showing that communication is going to be definite. I would say maximum, depending on your situation, it could be anywhere from, I would say, a day to 2 weeks. A day to 2 weeks is what I'd expect. Do let me know in the comment section if you did get communication a day to 2 weeks. I'd love to know. But I do feel that this person does want to communicate. There is some sort of excitement and newness that wants to come through here. But I do feel that this person needs to figure out how they need to communicate whatever is going on in their heart and their head, which I don't think they have been honest about with you. All right, so let's see what your advice is from the tarot on how you should proceed in this situation. Okay, this is very interesting. We've got Death and we've got the Fool. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So, what comes through very strongly for me when I look at these two cards together is sort of just surrendering. It's just completely letting. If there was a situation specifically for those where the no contact was because something tricky had happened between the two of you and it ended, you got to let that die, and you got to let yourself feel into the flow and take a sort of beginner's mindset to the situation. The reason that's also coming through very strongly is we've got two aces. And I feel that what's happening here, because we've got two major arcanas, is something that is really beyond your control and it's really being divinely driven. I feel like you need to just put down the situation about worrying about no contact and actually just allow yourself to enjoy this sort of fulfillment that you have in your life at the moment. Here, being around your friends, being around people who actually love you. If in your situation, this is an ex that you're talking about, I would say allow that relationship to have ended. I do feel that for some of you, you might still be holding on to the old relationship and not letting that die the way that it needs to die. And then I would say, trust in your sort of intuitive nudges in how to approach this situation. Come with an open heart, come with a new perspective on not just this relationship, but whatever else is being shown. Don't get too stuck in thinking about the situation. Anything else? Follow your heart. Follow your heart. All right. So we've got 14. These are your advice cards, oracle cards. So that's gratitude. And then the tarot here, we've got the Magician and Hierophant. That's interesting because we've got the Magician twice. That's coming through very strongly. So the Magician is talking a lot about our ability to manifest and bring into reality what it is that we want. So remember, I started off this video talking specifically about how it is that you are showing up. You personally are showing up in this connection, which is your perspective. We looked at your perspective on the situation. So what kind of energy are you feeding into the situation? Look, we got the Magician here, and with next to gratitude, and we got the Hierophant card, and that's specifically around your beliefs and the foundation of your beliefs, right? How do you see yourself in relationships too is coming up a lot. So what I want to say to you is be mindful of your beliefs about yourself in romantic relationships with people. And because this felt very new, or there's a lot of new energy here, how are you perceiving yourself? How do you feel about yourself in terms of being able to have a relationship? What kind of beliefs do you have about your ability to bring forth what you want? Your ability to be magnetic, your ability to be charming, your ability to be attractive. So your advice is to be mindful of what kind of energy you're also putting out, not just when you're communicating with someone, but in terms of when you're communicating with the universe. I wouldn't expect that I'd be giving this sort of advice here, but I do feel some of you in this pile may be practicing a lot of manifestation. And when you do start practicing a lot of manifestation, you'll start noticing more and more the subtleties of your energy too, and how that energy can influence a lot of situations. But don't get too caught up in it. I'm really getting a strong message to say that. Don't get too technical about it. What's important for you is to get into the energy of gratitude. Don't pretend you don't have negative feelings. Not a good idea. I don't feel like you're in that space. But get into a space of gratitude and be grateful and note all of the love that is around you. And don't just focus on the situation. Allow the situation to just be what it is. Accept it. Surrender to it. If something needs to end here, a lot of it also has to do about your beliefs around yourself. And focus on the love that you do have around you, because I do feel that there is a lot of it. And I do feel that for a group of you who really are resonating with the manifestation around here, if you can get more into an attitude of gratitude, which is such a cheesy thing for me to say, I can't believe I just said that. But if you can do that and focus on the other parts of love around you, I feel like you're going to learn a very powerful manifestation lesson too. But there's definitely a potential for a possible relationship here, at least from your person's perspective. And I do think that once they have gotten clear about how they want to approach you, I do feel that they're going to contact you within a day to 2 weeks. Alrighty, pile one, this was a fun reading. I really enjoyed reading your cards for you today. If you haven't yet, do remember to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what stood out for you most, which message really resonated for you. I'd love to know that, because it's so different for so many different people. And if you'd like a personal reading, do check out the description box. And I'll see you in your next reading, pile one. Bye. Hello, pile two. This is your reading if you've chosen the net caster card. Sorry, the power's gone out and there's no lights. I had to make a plan. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in on here. I hope you can see this beautiful card. But what we do have here is a sort of a mermaid fisher woman who's catching fish. And the net caster card says preparations come to fruition. So what was interesting is when I initially drew these cards, when I saw this card, because I just saw the first card of each one, the ones that you're picking, I had a sense that this pile's person is going to contact them pretty soon, because we do have preparations come to fruition. So if that does resonate with you, then do let me know in the comment section when your person does contact you. But the interesting thing is that when I am looking at this card now and knowing what this card is about, I'm getting a sense that this could be a connection where this person's communication is very hot and cold. And I also feel that this person is someone that you may have met online, or someone that very strongly pursued you, someone who came in really hot, someone who came after you, went for you, was very engaged, was blowing up your phone with messages. And now they've kind of disappeared. And I feel that this person may even have the tendency to do a little bit of that. And what I am also feeling very strongly is that if you resonate with this pile, I feel that there may have been a lot of love bombing in this situation. Do let me know in the comment section if that's the case. And I'm also feeling that there may be some deception in this connection. This will be something that you are aware of. I'm not telling you anything that's new to you, but you may have even felt sort of deceptive energies. If you've been in denial about that, this is something that I'd ask you to question within yourself. Are you not listening to what your intuition is saying to you about this person? And I feel, and the reason I'm also saying that is because this person's face is really hidden and they're looking down. And the flip side of this card also is that someone could actually be very deceptive towards you. So maybe this person has lied to you about something and you've known about that. Maybe you've picked up on a few lies. Maybe you're just even picking up on a sort of deceptive energy, but this is really coming through very strongly with this connection. I also feel that this person may wear lots of different masks. Or you're not sure of who this person really is. So you know them, right? but you might not really know who they really are. Or this is someone that you may even just not have even met in person and just having an online sort of relationship with them. And now you haven't heard from them for a while because they were really like, there was a lot of communication. Now it's not happening anymore. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, so these are this is one oracle card. We've got two other cards from another tarot deck. But pile 2, there was a lot of channel messages that just came through around what this connection feels like. What I do want to say is, if you're new, welcome. Super happy to have you at the Priestess Sophia. At the Priestess Sophia, we're all about you listening to your highest guidance. That's your intuition. Do listen more about that in the introduction. I do think that's very important. This is also my empath pile. Just got the Queen of Cups coming out. Do tell me in the comment section if that resonates with you. You're often the person who's collaborating, helping, trying to make everybody else feel great, trying to make everyone else feel that they're fine, focused a little bit too much on other people. This is what this also talks about, is like, let yourself receive a little bit more. That's very important for you, pile 2. Tell me if that resonates in the comment section. Hello, returning subscribers. Super happy to have you around. So, do remember to like and subscribe. It helps with the energy exchange and enables me to connect better with your energy to give you a reading. All right. And if you'd like a personal reading, check out the description box. Okay, so what do we have here? Who is your person? Okay, so this is your person's energy, the Page of Cups. See, so literally from the get-go, I could feel this person wants to contact you again. They may come with a very sensitive, soft offer. Very interesting. We've got fish in this cup here, and we're literally talking about the net caster, and we've got fish here. So a lot of synchronicities maybe even going on in this connection. This person may be very sensitive. I feel like also sometimes a little overly sensitive, not necessarily able to handle their emotions very well. Let's see what else. Okay, so that's your person in this connection. Your person wants to come forward, wants to be open with you, wants to be, yeah. So we've got the Magician, and I just wanted to check because I'm feeling a particular energy here, but I want to first see what the cards are saying. So when I see the Magician and I was feeling the energy that I was feeling, the Magician for me is sort of, what am I not really 100% being truthful about? So this person does want to charm you. They want to come forward with an offer. I feel this person may have done this even before. The Magician is also just another confirmation for me that this person is sort of online. There's some sort of magic to them. You don't necessarily know 100% who they are. They're a very charming character. And for some of you, you will know who you are. This is not something new. I do feel you may have even questioned whether the person you're involved with is a narcissist. Do let me know in the comment section if that resonates. This is not everybody, people. Just please take it if it resonates. Okay, so then we've got you. Okay, so there we go. We've got deception. So we've got 7 of Swords. So this is your energy at the moment. If you remember when I took out the original card, what I was feeling very much is that you may even be lying to yourself. I feel even more strongly now, and maybe this isn't just for a few of you, maybe it's actually more of you, that this is a narcissistic sort of pile, someone who is charming and lovely and great, but is kind of very immature with the way that they express their feelings and how they express their feelings, and don't necessarily take your feelings into consideration, and then show up in a way that can be kind of hurtful. So I do feel like where you're at the moment is you're feeling like this person has lied to you, taken from you, disappeared. You may even be not really telling yourself the truth about this connection. And I can understand that when you're in difficult connections with people who are emotionally manipulative and abusive, it's very difficult to trust yourself. And you may have even lost that trust. But what I'm going to tell you right now, pile 2, is if there's anyone you've got to trust in this world, it's yourself. Even if it seems like you can't, because that is actually how you build self-trust. You don't build self-trust by getting things right. You build self-trust by deciding, you know what? I am not sure how I feel right now, and that's not okay with me. So I'm going to take some time to take a step back and honor the fact that I'm not sure about how I feel. Do tell me in the comment section if that resonates. Okay, so what is your perspective of this situation right now? What is your perspective of this situation? What is your perspective? Okay. We got 3 cards. I don't want to have that many cards. Can I just have one, please? Okay. And they just gave me another 3. Okay, so we've just got to take the 3. So again, we have Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is like the teenager of the suit. So can be very extreme and beautiful in the emotion. So I do feel definitely like a lot of love bombing going on here. A lot of like, you're amazing. I think you're the best person ever that I've ever met in my whole life. And I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I can't wait to meet you. And maybe you've been in this relationship longer. I am feeling that there's about, I want to say like 15 of you, maybe it's more, who I feel like may have been married to this person for 10 years or more, or close to 10 years. That's just coming through very specifically. And maybe you've just recently realized that this person is no longer right for you and they've stepped out of your life completely, but you still need to communicate to them, maybe around children or around financial affairs. I do feel like that may be something. And you are really frustrated with them because I don't feel like you can speak to them on a level that is actually very, what is the word? Mature, or I don't feel like they are communicative about the things you want to communicate about. All right, for some of you, this person came in and you thought, oh wow, this is the person. This could totally be what I've been waiting for, and I've caught that person. I've found that person. But then somehow, so this is your perspective on this situation, there was a lot of effort and energy put into it, and it became draining and it exhausted you. And I feel you've been left out in the cold. I feel like you've put a lot of yourself, invested a lot of your emotions into this space. I feel like you've wanted this to work. I feel like, yes, definitely the empaths invested yourself emotionally. And I feel like you feel a little bit like this person is draining you or has abandoned you. For some of you, I feel like you're really feeling like this person's not taking you seriously. This person has put effort into other things and not necessarily you. I feel like you may have even come, the last kind of communication, you may have been very emotionally vulnerable with them in your communication with them, and you may have put a lot into that, and maybe even have communicated some difficulty around the relationship itself, and this person hasn't responded in a way that is on the same sort of, we've got lots of cards. Okay, healing is happening. I just want to say healing is happening for you, pile 2. However that resonates, healing is coming. Do not doubt that. You are on the right path around this. Okay, so let's see, why hasn't this person contacted you? We've gotten some information already, but let's see, why hasn't this person contacted you? So we've got the world, okay? This person might be traveling. They might be on the other side of the world, which confirms sort of that there's some sort of online connection going on here. But also it might be that this relationship has ended. There's some sort of completion that's happened here. Let's see what else. Okay, why haven't they contacted you? That's interesting. Because we are getting that they're thinking about you. So why are they not contacted? Why is piles 2 person not contacting them? Give me a clarifier on this 6 of Cups. Okay, so we did speak earlier about the kids. So if this is a partner that's looking after the kids and you need and left you somewhere, that might be the case. There might be a message for you in pile. No, not yet, Taryn. That's not what's going on here. Okay, let's see. What are we getting with 6 of Cups? Why do we have, I want to clarify. Okay, the Emperor. This is someone who really likes to be in control. I do strongly feel, okay, so we've got 2 of Cups. Why have they not contacted you? So I'm getting, for some of you, and this is something that you may know, this person is in a different relationship with someone else. They may actually be spending time with this person and traveling with this person. If this is something that you may have had an inkling about. This person may also, because 2 of Cups is not always romance, because everybody might think that, but it could be that they could be traveling with friends. They may have even told some of you that they may be doing that, and that is what they're doing right now at the moment. But I do feel for the large majority of you, given the type of energy that I got from this situation, I do feel that this person is, it may be even pursuing other women. Because when I saw the world, I don't always say it until I'm 100% sure, I also saw this naked woman. So I'm almost feeling like this person may have been with someone else recently and maybe spending the time with that person. If it is not that, it just very strongly feels like that. I also feel that they want to dictate communication. They want to dictate communication. Because we're all talking about, like, why haven't they contacted you? If this is someone who the sort of abusive, controlling kind of label doesn't really sit with, or it could sit with it, and this person is a father, I feel like he could be spending time with his kids, and that's why, traveling with his kids, maybe even working on some sort of relationship with his family. And I do feel that there are some of you, if I'm looking at the Seven of Swords here, that this may be a third party situation as well, and that you may be the person who is the newer person in the connection. There's no judgment there. There's many ways people can fall in love, but this is also what's coming through for some of you. If that's something you resonate with, do let me know in the comment section. Yeah, so I feel like we've answered that. I'm not really getting anything else. So let's see what the intentions are on. What are the intentions? What are the intentions? Okay. So we got the Magician and the High Priestess. So I feel like this person, yeah, I'm really do feel, and we've got the Hierophant as well. There's a lot of soul lessons coming here. So what I also feel like this pile, as I said, it's my empath pile. A lot of the time, empaths also very highly psychic and highly spiritual. If that's you, let me know in the comment section. We've got Page of Cups here, which is also quite a sensitive, spiritual, intuitive a person. We've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and we've got the Magician. And these two can be counterparts, or the High Priestess and the Magician can be counterparts. So I'm thinking that this could even possibly very strongly be a divine counterpart connection as well, because we've got Two of Cups, we've got the soulmate card here, and then we've got counterparts, right? But because we've also got these two other counterparts, I do feel that this could also even very strongly be a third party situation. So all of this could apply to you, or some of it. And what I feel is that this could be some sort of karmic connection, or it could be a twin flame connection where there is a third party situation going on, and someone in this space is kind of narcissistic. It could be your person, which I can feel, or it could be the person that they're involved with. I'm also hearing that there's a lot of mind games that have been going on in the situation as well. But all of this is happening for a very important reason, and I feel it's for you to unlock your intuition a lot more, because in this pile specifically, we spoke a lot about, are you being deceptive? Are you listening to your own intuition and your nudge and your own intuitive nudges? So I do feel there's a lot of, because we've literally got the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming out together as like soul lessons around intuition. Like that's what I'm seeing. Lessons around listening to yourself, listening to your inner guidance, being able to trust yourself. Lessons around evaluating your belief and your self-worth in relationships. That's what happens in these really strong soul tie connections. And my sweetheart, pile 2, I know that can be exceptionally hard. I've been in exactly the same place. And there are so many people who do not understand what you're going through, because there are so many levels. There could be so many levels to this connection. But what you have to honor is really, you have to honor your truth, and you have to honor what you're really feeling and what you're seeing and what you're not acknowledging that you're not seeing. All right. So what are the intentions? So I don't feel like they have any clear intentions about it. It's interesting because we had Page of Cups, but like I said, when I saw that, I didn't know, like, yeah, maybe this person does want to contact you, but are they contacting you because it's is it really like an offer, or is there some sort of deception coming through? And this is more their energy, right? It's not necessarily what they're going to do. And here we have their intentions. So when it comes to their intentions, I feel like they may even be evaluating their own beliefs and thinking about their own beliefs. If this is a third party situation and this person is married to someone else, they're actually questioning like their vows and like what they've committed to and how should I proceed here, and that's their intention right now. And I don't think they're going to be honest about that with you. I also think for some of you where it's not a third party situation, they're also considering commitment, if it is something that they want to be, even if commitment is commitment even something that they want. There may be an issue between the two of you. It may have been something that's come up. I do not want you to doubt the feelings that you've had in this situation. You have to really trust your feelings. And a lot of the time, these sort of connections use love as a device for a lot of healing. And I know I mentioned healing and a lot of soul growth. So please just trust the path of what's going on here. Do not abandon yourself under any circumstances. Okay, what are the intentions? I still want to see what the intentions are. So they're gonna keep mum for a little bit. They're going to keep mum. They're going to stick to like their conventional. They're going to stick to their conventional pattern. That's what they're going to do. So whatever the pattern is, that's what's going to happen, my sweet. That's what's going to happen. If they love bomb you, that's maybe what they're going to do next. I feel like you may even be expecting that. If there's some sort of cycle that plays out here, that cycle's going to play out again. So they're going to be sticking to what it is they usually do. Okay, so what are their intentions? What are their intentions? Yeah, we were just talking about cycles and we get the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. I mean, look at all these major arcanas. We've got the World, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Magician, the High Priest, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a spiritual connection. There's a lot of lessons going on here. And what I don't see tarot readers talking about, they always talk about the Wheel of Fortune in terms of luck, fate, destiny, all of that. Yes, very true. But also what's very important in terms of what the Wheel of Fortune talks about is my conscious choice, my decision making, my responsibility in my relationships. Things can happen to you, right? Things that are fated can happen to you, but how your life moves forward is how do you respond to the things that happen to you? Remember, we've got the fixed signs in the corners of the Wheel of Fortune. They're fixed signs for a reason. So it's talking to your independence. It's talking to your ability to also choose and how you're going to look at them. They're all reading books. How you're going to learn from your experience. How you're going to move forward in whatever way that is necessary for you as a result of what's happened. So what they're going to do is they're going to stick to their usual pattern. The same cycle is going to play out. You know what that is. You already know. High Priestess, Hierophant. You've already know. You've seen it enough. Let's see if we're going to get a time situation around it. They may try to email you first. They're probably already checking you on social media. Page of Swords for me doesn't always represent immediate contact. It's a little bit longer. I'd say it's probably a month if there's communication that's going to come through. Like I said, this could have been an online connection. Let's see what else. Yeah. There may not even be, so whatever the pattern is, it could be they're going to do their pattern. It could be for some of you that it's ended because we've got Wheel of Fortune here. So it could be an end of a cycle because we've also got the World over here. And we've got the 10 of Wands. And then we've got the 2 of Swords with the Page of Swords. I asked for a clarifier. So I feel like this person is still, because we've got the High Priestess here as well, they're going to stick with their pattern, yes, but I'm also not sure if they do necessarily want to come forward. They haven't made a decision about that yet. I do think they could be very much in their fields and very superficially in their fields, which is also what's preventing them from making any real step towards you. But I do feel that there's been a lot of messages for you around this. I would love to know how this resonates. Pile 2 is a very strong pile. Alrighty, okay, so the first card that we've got here is we've got the 6. I would love to show this closer to the 6 energy card. This card's called Advancement. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on it. Hopefully I can with my editing software. So this card talks about you know what to do. It talks about you having to make an important decision. You, pile 2. And that you either know that it's either time to end a relationship, begin a relationship, move, change direction. Something here needs to happen. Look, we've got the 7 of Swords here on your side. So also what that can mean is you also need to be a bit more selfish. And remember, I said you came up as the empath, Queen of Cups energy. It's okay for you to be a bit more selfish about what you need and what you want. Traditionally, when you're often the one that's giving yours all the time and being in a space where you're constantly always giving, you can develop this sort of psychology that is what you're supposed to do, and it becomes normal. It really becomes normal. You don't even know that it's become that normal. I'm telling you now, pal, it's okay for you to make that decision. It's time. You can feel it in your gut. We've got a lot of gold energy here. We've even got yellow here. We've got yellow here. So there's a solar plexus feeling. There's something in your gut that is kind of pushing you to have to make a specific decision around this. All right, we've got Princess of Swords again. Interesting. Second pile that's got double cards coming through. So stronger energy. Princess of Swords and Page of Swords is the same. Princess of Swords is the Page of Swords in this deck. So the Page of Swords is also about a lot of new, fresh ideas, and also needing to be able to trust your ideas and getting clarity on those ideas. So I almost want to feel, for some of you, I do feel that there may be communication coming in, maybe in a letter or email. So it's going to be a bit of more of an online sort of communication. Yes, even though we do maybe text and that kind of thing, I do feel this would be a longer communication if it comes through. I don't feel like it is going to be soon, I must say. I do feel in certain cases there are contracts that need to be sorted out here. So if that is the case with you, the message is going to come through, the communication is going to come through in a contract form. And then we've got Ace of Hearts here. So this is your advice, right? So this is talking to me about a new beginning, but it's also trying to Spirit's coming through with trusting your heart and trusting that what is happening right now, when we've got this too, is trust your heart to make the right decision. And that Spirit is, a lot of the time, aces are about gifts from Spirit too, gifts from the divine pushing in a particular direction. And I love this Ace of Hearts. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got a heart here in a vase with another big heart at the back. And I do feel that you do have a lot of angelic guidance, because I'm seeing a lot of angel, and the wings are starting to pop out. Because when I saw the wings here, they were like, look at the wings. We've got wings here on his head. We've got wings over here. We've got wings over here. So I do feel you are really like there are guides coming around you, holding you, nurturing you and protecting you too. You will be safe. You will be safe. You will be safe is a very strong message that's coming through. So pile 2, what you need to do is you need to follow your heart. You need to trust what it is that you know, what decision you need to make around this situation. And I would love to know how this resonates in the comment section. Thank you so much, pile 2. It's been an absolute honor reading your cards for you today. Remember, your life is your own, and you always make what decisions you need to make the ones that are absolutely right for you. Doesn't matter what anyone else says, right? If you'd like a personal reading, please do check out the description box. And if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. And beautiful being, I will see you in your next reading. Sending so much love and blessings. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome. This is your reading if you've chosen the beloved Radical Acceptance card. The lights went out, so I had to make a little bit of a plan. So I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this. So what I'm feeling here, your energy is you are, for some of you, you are feeling very, very, very much in love. This may be a very deep and important connection to you, because I'm also seeing 2 here. But for some of you, I also feel that this love is a lot for you. So there's a very strong sense of healing my heart also coming through. And this kind of connection is opening your heart up. And that can be in very positive ways. But it can also happen through negative experiences, like where the heart is on fire. And there's a lesson I feel that's coming through very strongly in this situation. What's interesting is I can't yet pick up whether it's negative or positive. And I feel that you maybe even be struggling with it. And I feel that there's a lot of things that have happened in this connection. I feel that it feels like a very deep connection. But at the end of it, I feel what's most important in this connection is that you are really being taught about the energy of love and how to love yourself and how to really get the type of love that you want. not just from a partner, but from your connection to the universe, your connection to God, your connection to source, your connection to infinite intelligence, whichever phrase resonates with you. I do also feel that this pile could have a very strong connection with spirituality, with God, and may even find the Sufi path very helpful, and may really resonate with Rumi's poetry as well. Please let me know in the comment section who you are. If you are that person, I want to know who you are. And I just do feel that also some of you have recently gotten into a lot of meditation, and through that have had a lot of revelations about this connection too. I'd love to know who that message is for. I also feel that you're learning a lot about what it means to really speak your heart and to speak your truth. And it's really happened through this connection as well. So I'm going to put this card over here. These are your oracle cards, pile 3, that we're going to, so it's 1 oracle card and 2 tarot cards from my other deck to give you some advice. So hello, I haven't even said hi yet. Welcome to your reading, pile 3. And if you're a new subscriber, hello. Or if it's your first time here, hello, welcome. You're at the Priestess Sophia. And here we're all about you practicing your own intuition. That's your highest guidance, your intuition. Use my readings to help you to tap into that. Listen to your body. Listen to what feels right. But I can do a personal reading for you. I'd absolutely love. Sometimes it's hard for us to be objective. We're reading for ourselves, but sometimes we just need a mirror, someone to help us figure out what we already know. So if you'd like that, you'd like me to do a reading for you, do check out the description box, and remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me tap into your energy to give you more accurate readings when I do these. Alrighty, so let's see. Infinite Spirit, show us what is, okay, this is your person's energy right now. So we've got a bit of a stalemate sort of space here. It's interesting because I was saying I couldn't feel whether this is positive or negative or what really is going on between the two of you. But I do feel that your person's energy right now is, we've got 2 of Swords. Your person is not sure how to proceed. Your person is not making a decision. Your person is just sitting around waiting. Your person is not really being forthcoming in anything. I feel like this is a very complex situation for your person. I feel they're very afraid of any sort of emotions that have come up with them. And I do feel, because these yellow shoes of the 2 of Swords are standing out quite a bit, and so it's kind of making me feel like this person has dropped a little bit into their ego in terms of not communicating with you and using the ego as a bit of a defense. You will know exactly who that is. I also feel like your person may have told you, please leave me alone. If that is the case, do let me know in the comment section, because there's some of you that this person has done that. Okay, so who are you in this space? Who are you? Who is pile 3 in this space? Who is pile 3 in this space? I feel like you may be struggling to show up in a way. I feel like you move from one kind of space to the other. Okay, 1 card. 1 card. 1 card. Okay, so we've got, we're just talking about moving. Okay, so not 1 card. Okay, so we've got the Hermit, we've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the 6 of Swords as how you're showing up. So again, very strong. Spoke about a strong connection to God. Spoke about, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's a lot of guidance coming through yourself on the situation. And I feel like you want to approach the situation very maturely. You want to be mature about how you're showing up for yourself even. And you want to come from a place where you know that what you're doing is right for you. I feel that you also want to move to more of a positive space around this. But I also feel that sometimes you can find that you're slipping in between being very needing to hide from the connection and needing space and rest from this connection, and also trying to show up as really nurturing and leading the connection and taking things kind of forward. But I feel that there's a craving for stability in the space. I don't know why that's coming up. You'll know how that resonates. I feel you are more stable, but when you're getting into your... Okay. So this is... What is the Spirit? The perception of the situation. Let's clarify that. Okay, so their perception of what's going on. Ooh. Wow. This is interesting. We've got Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Sun. It's a lot more cards than I was willing to. But when I see Pentacles, I always want to... I feel like they find that you're a catch. That's what I feel. I feel like they've found someone that is just absolutely beautiful to them, and someone that that's really sunny and gorgeous and amazing. And I feel that their perception of the situation between the two of you is that everything is kind of hunky-dory. I don't actually think that they think that there's anything wrong. There may, for some of you, have been the decision that you have both agreed to end this and have a new beginning. And I feel that they feel that that is good for them, and that it's giving them a lot of personal satisfaction, and that has allowed them to be free. And I think that they think that you feel the same way, that you also feel quite strong and happy in your space. If you haven't ended and there's still sort of the possibility of a relationship, I do feel that this person doesn't think that there's anything wrong. Like if you haven't heard from them in like a few days, I don't think that this person perceives anything wrong in the space. I think they're just kind of reveling in your last interaction, which for those of you could have been very passionate emotionally and physically, or just one or the other. But I do feel if it was physical, it was also emotionally very satisfying. I just feel that their energies, they don't really know what the next step is, but they are sitting very much in the enjoyment of what has transpired. For those of you where the no contact hasn't been that long. For those of you where it's no contact and it's been like 3 weeks plus, maybe even 2 weeks plus, I would say this person, that their perception is that everything is cool and that you guys are sort of in the same page, and you're moving things in a new direction. And moving things in a new direction may be you've started like a new space in the relationship, or you've decided to like move on completely, and they think that you're fine with that. Yeah, they think you're fine. They feel like you've accepted that situation. Okay, so let's see, why haven't they contacted you? Because you're obviously expecting that they contact you, right? Okay, I'm going to put that there for now. The other question is, this is you, right? I want to know what your perception of the situation is. Excuse me, pile 3. Let's just get clear on that. I'm going to just take you back in here, because that might... What is your perception of the situation? I just want one card. Asseblief. Asseblief is please in Afrikaans. We've got Ace of Wands. Okay, so we've got 2 aces here. This is either this could be a very new connection and it hasn't even gotten off the ground yet, which could be why maybe this person thinks everything's hunky-dory and they've taken longer to contact you and things are still being figuring out. If you've decided to end the situation and you guys have moved into... But what I was really feeling is there was a lot of emotional connection here. So, yeah, I feel like your perception is also focused more on the new beginning. So it does seem that it was mutual, that this is new, or there's a newness to this. We've decided to start something new. And it looks like it could be separately, or if it's a newer connection, it could be that you're like, okay, this is new. There's a lot of, I feel from your side, a lot of passion and an expectation for more passion. Both my candles have just gone out. The one on the right is still doing that. I'm going to pile 3. I was just checking if there's enough light. I'm just going to continue with the reading because I don't like breaking my flow. So I do feel that, let's just move these cards a bit closer here. I feel that, yeah, this just feels really new. So if this has ended, I'm wondering I'm wondering why you're still looking at this. And it could be because you were very strongly emotionally affected by this person and still kind of hoping that they're going to contact you. If it is new, I feel like that's what you're both kind of aware of it. They're fine with where things are. Let's see what else can we say about it. Okay, so it's a new relationship. Some new, this feels like a new, very sexy, new, passionate kind of thing. This explains why I felt that in the beginning. But I do feel that this person is also more sort of focused on their needs. Because when I see Nine of Cups, I do think that can be quite a like this person is satisfied. It's like a self-satisfaction kind of card. So I feel like this person feels like, yes, you're a wish fulfilled. The situation is but they're satisfied with the way that you last interacted. And I feel that you could also be, and your perception of the situation is also that there's a new passionate relationship. If this is a relationship that has ended, as in like this person has moved on from you, I think that you're aware that this person actually may be involved, or you're suspecting that this person could be involved with someone else. But that is for a small group of you. So I don't feel like there's deception in these cards yet, and I wasn't feeling that at all. But there is a bit of confusion, and things aren't 100% clear because of this new energy. Like things haven't sunk down yet. You guys aren't really clear yet about how to move forward. Okay, so why hasn't he contacted, or he or she or they, why haven't they contacted you? Okay, we've got Page of Wands. Why haven't they contacted you? They want to. I feel like they want to. Unless you guys have broken things up. Let's see. Why haven't they contacted you? We got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. And then Five of Pentacles. Okay. So for those of you where this has ended, now, this person is struggling with some sort of emptiness that's coming in their life. And I think it could very much be related to, because when the Empress is upside down, we're talking about there can be an empty kind of feel in there. And I feel that could be for them. It's in their own sort of vitality. So if this is something new, this person also may be starting like a new project, or they may be moving and they may be making plans, or they may be starting a very new like job, and things have been sort of up in the air around that, and they're trying to get themselves settled and ready around that. So if that's for some of you, this is why this person isn't contacting you. For others, I think that this person I'm hearing is afraid of coming across as like too excited almost. I do feel that they find you very attractive. The other thing that I wanted to say is I do feel that this person may even have a child with another woman that they need to attend to. This would be something that you're aware of, and this is why they're not contacting you. And they're having to make plans around that relate specifically to this child. The other reason is possibly I do think that this person has a very strong connection with their mother, and I feel that their mother somehow could be needing them at this moment, and they need to be focusing on that. And then if you're broken up, I feel this person is trying to focus on they wanted to go traveling, and they're trying to fulfill themselves in some sort of way. Or they've just moved recently, but there's something around like not being nurtured enough, not feeling whole, not feeling complete, that they're trying to fix through travel, trying trying to bring forth like more focus on themselves in that way. This person could also be working on their issues with their mother, around like childhood issues around their mother. I feel like the mother may have traveled a lot, left them alone quite a bit, maybe chosen another child over them. They might not have felt like the favorite child, and that could be like deeper subconscious issues that could be maybe even playing out in the connection somewhat. Yeah. But if this is new, I also think this person doesn't necessarily want to come across as too eager. That's important. And also there's things that they're sorting out in their living and moving and space. It's not sitting right with them. And they may not have shared those things with you. Okay, let's see what their intentions are, pile 3. Please do let me know in the comment section how it resonates, what message is. Okay, they do want to come through. We've got Page of Cups here. They want to come through with a definite offer. Because we have the Ace of Pentacles there, and we also have the Page of Wands here. And then we also have the Two of Wands holding the World there. Okay, so upright or reversed? Okay, upright. So I just bent the corner of that. That is significant to me. Okay, so what is this person's intentions? What do they want to do? Okay, if this person has somehow, what do we have at the bottom of the deck? We got the Lovers, and we got the Hierophant. Okay, so this person is definitely going to make some decision. Like, we're underneath the Lovers, we have the Chariot, right? We have the Chariot, and then you have Death as well. So there's some sort of decision that they are going to make. I feel like there may be a second chance space kind of energy in this. If this is new, they are going to come forward. I think it might even be, and I would absolutely love to know, pile 3, if this is, sorry, I have to blow this up. A crack in the glass. For some of you, that is going to be very significant. Very significant. This is going to be a very eye-opening relationship. That is going to be significant for you. I would research crack in the glass if I was you. And that feels like it resonates for you. That's not going to resonate for everyone. So don't take a message that you don't feel like is for you. So what I wanted to say is, I do feel like this person's going to want to come back with something a little bit more meaningful. Even though we have the 8 of Cups here, this is looking for something sort of more spiritual. Something that is going to be a little bit, a deeper sort of connection. Is this upright or reversed? Upright. So I do feel that this person, if there were issues that needed to be worked on, I think this person is maybe going to talk about them. If there are things they've been hiding from you, they're going to bring out their demons from their closet and tell you the truth. I think this person actually wants to have something a little bit more deep and meaningful and be real and be honest about that. If this has ended, I feel for some of you that this person, and this is not for everybody, may actually want to come back and may actually want a second chance. And that I would say is only going to happen after 8 weeks, because I feel this person still wants to do a bit of soul searching. If that's your situation, they're going to need some time to do a little bit more soul searching and really feel how they really feel into things. But the intention is to come forward and to present you with some sort of emotionality, to present you with some sort of offer, and to be a little bit more open about how they feel about things. And they may talk about past issues, and they may talk about wanting to move from past issues. If this is a fresher thing, I think this person that you're involved with actually maybe kind of triggered into something about your energy, could be triggering them in there. Like I said, there's some issues with your mother, some sort of childhood wounds, but also like it could be even a past relationship pattern that actually relates very strongly to their childhood as well. And there's something about your energy that could be triggering that kind of deeper thing within them. So I think that's very important for you to know, pile 3. So the intention is to come, the intention is to be a bit more serious, the intention is to have a second chance. If they've left completely, I would say this person's going to come back to you after soul searching for probably a second chance. Or they're going to want to talk about some sort of issues that haven't been dealt with. I think there may be a need for some sort of closure. I think this person may even come if there was an issue. I didn't really see that in the cards, but if there was an issue that led to something having ended and this person didn't discuss that properly with you, I do feel that they're going to come back and maybe even ask for forgiveness, so that you both can have closure on the situation. And that could be what this Page of Wands and the Empress is relating to, that something isn't complete. There was something kind of empty, that they maybe behaved even a little bit like a child at some point and behaved emptily and didn't honor the Empress that you are, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't really matter, but honor you the way that you deserve to be honored and care for you the way that you deserve to be cared for. What else do we have? Yes, I'm feeling that particularly strongly. So there may be communication coming through, yes. And I feel like it's going, let's see, for those of you where this person's coming back for a second try, I just don't know why I'm getting 8 weeks. Like it's going to take a while. They need to do some soul searching. But you don't have to take that on. Take it how it resonates. Sometimes timelines are very tricky. Okay, so when we look at ask for time, I do feel that for the majority of you where this has ended, this person might not come back, and if they do, it will be for like a closure conversation. And then for others where this is something that's new, I would say 3 days to 3 weeks. 3 days to 3 weeks. That's just what that feels like, where this is a newer thing. But I don't even think it would be that long. But I also feel it's important for you to look to the future. Let's see what your guidance card is. So we've got 39. Okay, so we've got, this is like the puzzle piece card, which is like where things aren't making sense, which kind of explains in the beginning when I spoke, you can't see if things are positive or negative yet. So when this happens, there's often issues that need to be resolved. And that's interesting because we did have the Judgment card and we spoke a lot about closure as well, potentially coming through. That's what the communication is going to be about. But things are going to make sense. They haven't made sense. This relationship probably hasn't even really made sense. And things are still coming together. And like we have here with the Two of Swords, where they were not really sure what space they need to be in, how they want to move forward, who they really are specifically. There's a lot of things that are happening in the background that you maybe don't understand yet, that are real, that have to play out for the sake of this. So you're just being asked, pile 3, to trust that things are playing out and needing to play out the way that they're playing out. Okay, then we got the moon. Do we have the moon somewhere else? I don't think so. Okay, but when we do have the moon, again, we talk about things playing out. And I spoke about, we got the Judgment here, where we've got these zombies kind of coming out of the coffins. So things are playing out the way that they need to. There's some sort of subconscious kind of healing happening here. I would also say take time to connect a bit deeper with your intuition, to go within the self. This card, this is coming at the, and that things, the way that things seem, whichever way you are focusing on too much, just be mindful that it may not be that way. So if you're focusing very negatively, don't blame yourself. My throat's actually getting kind of scratchy now, so I feel like you may have a tendency to try and over-explain yourself, take on a bit too much responsibility. You don't have to do that in the situation. Allow things to unfold the way that they need to unfold. Just take a step back from this. Everything is not the way that it seems, but it will be revealed in due course. Yeah, and we got 5 of Swords. So this is the advice. So if you look at this, we've got, like in this deck, we've got thunder, we've got lightning coming from the clouds, and this person kind of standing on the top of the mountain and just like surrendering their arms. Again, very strong imagery. I would show you up closer in the camera if I had the better light. But we've got here at the bottom, we've got these. So let's see if I can just do it here. We've got these zombies coming out of their coffins kind of thing. And then we've got this person who looks very much like they could even be a zombie themselves. And even here with the Two of Swords, we're seeing like this gray clothing here. So what I'm getting very much on that is like some sort of subconscious, old surface, old issues, old demons being, I mean, look, we even have it here with the Hermit, with the gray kind of thing. Old subconscious things are being brought to the surface in this connection, and you're being asked to really look at that. I also feel, because we got from your energy that you're moving from like showing up in a particular way, but then also withdrawing. Five of Swords can also talk about where we feel we have to cut out people so that we can be the victor, so that we're the winner. We're not going to let anyone hurt us. Maybe you have a tendency, pile 3, do you cut people out because you're afraid of intimacy? Do you believe that people aren't going to love you? So you're going to be the first one to end things, to cut people out, to cut things off? Or are you giving maybe too much of yourself to the detriment of yourself and letting people get away with whatever they need to get away with because you don't believe that you're worth the love that you want? I know that can be a very triggering question, but if you can answer it truthfully, it can be one of the most healing questions, pile 3. So do treat yourself with the love and compassion that you deserve. Doesn't matter which way you fit into that question or not. So yes, what I'm also feeling strongly with this card is surrender to what's coming up. Surrender to those subconscious things that are being brought up. If you're finding yourself having a lot of like your older issues rising to the surface and you're like, oh, here we go again. I thought this issue was resolved. Trust that you can handle it right now. Things are going to make sense eventually. So pile 3, I must say there were a lot of stories happening here. If this is a newer connection and there may be some sort of old, like don't get too negative, old issues coming up. Don't get too negative about the situation. Trust that things are going to be revealed and fall into place. You just have to kind of step back and let that happen. And trust that you are loved, even if it's not by this person. You have to trust in love very much, because we've got radical acceptance here right now. You're really being asked to just trust the stuff in the background. I mean, this card even looks like surrender, because you're surrendering arms. Surrender is very important for you now. It's also going to help you make a better decision and a better judgment about this, because you yourself aren't even really that sure. Give yourself the time you need. Alrighty, beautiful being, it's been an absolute honor reading your cards for you. May Infinite Spirit guide you to your divine path and open up the doorways of prosperity, love, joy, happiness, and freedom for you. And may you be under direct inspiration all the time and be able to follow what is absolutely right for you when that nudge comes. If you'd like a personal reading, do connect with me. Check out the description box. I'd love to read your cards. And do like and subscribe. It really helps with the energy exchange and for me to be able to tap into your energy to give you a reading. And I'm super excited to see you in the next reading, pile 3. Lots of love. Bye.